Welcome, folks, to the National Land Survey Olympics 2020 here in beautiful Tiny Town, Arkansas, Westbrook subdivision, that is. David Gesualdo is the competitor today. He's been dominating the sport and the series recently. You see him. He's coming out there. He's stretching his quads. He's getting his act together. He's ready. He's got Rowdy with him there. This guy is just pure winner, if you ask me. Okay, he's been dominating. And not just the sport of land survey, right? It's just all around in general. He helps people. He fights racism. Okay, he's just that kind of guy, and above all that, he is just one darn heck of a land surveyor. I mean, look at him driving these concrete nails in there. I mean, just absolute pro. His athletic ability by itself is just through the roof. Okay, I mean, what else can you say? He had that. Now I know he had a rough year last year. He down in the Nationals in Cape Canaveral, they didn't go his way. You never know when a gang of monkeys are all going to congregate and steal your gear only to go sell it for drug money. I mean, it's just a shame. I feel bad for the monkeys. I feel bad for the monkeys' families. The best we can do is just try to get through it. And folks, just pay attention to history. It tends to repeat itself. And if everybody knew about that, the old I believe they call it now, they refer to it as the 2018 Monkey Gathering of Cape Canaveral, I think is what I've heard some people refer to it as. And it was interesting day in history. A lot of people don't know this. That was the same day that Pat Benatar won Best Actor during her stint as Marilyn Murdoch, the famous angioplastomist that came out of the 40s and was real big into TVs and stuff like that, TV repair. A great story, but yeah, Pat Benatar, look it up, Google it, it's there. We're looking at David here. He's about 8 or 9 nails in, I think, something like that. And he's just, looking good. I see no reason why he won't take the gold from this today. There are some other good competitors out there, but I just don't see them having the gusto, if you might say, that David so excellently flares around, So, that being said, we're going to watch him drive his next nail in here. Now, this one is the big one here. This is nail number 10, I believe. He's going to want to get a real good look at this before he drives that nail in the ground. It's an important one. This can make or break him, okay? One false move or maneuver here, and he basically may just leave right now. Just get out of there. Put your head down. Walk away in shame because you're a failure if you don't get this one correct. And look, he's got it. He got it. He's gonna get it. That's right. Yeah. I knew he could do it. He put his nose to the grindstone, as one would say, and he just look at him celebrate. The crowd's going nuts. And he's on to the next one. He's just going for it. as they say. A lot of people don't know this, but the phrase "going for it" actually originated here in Tawnytown, Arkansas, when a gentleman asked another gentleman, "Hey, bud, what are you doing?" When he was trying to run a red light, the gentleman said, "I'm going for it." And ever since then, it just the phrase, the saying, has just taken off across the nation, and we all have Tawnytown, Arkansas, to thank for that. True story. David is making his way around the layout now. Here he's coming around and driving some concrete nails in there, like only he can do. Okay, I'll just say it. He's been around the circuit for years and years and years now. There's not much further up for him to go, I have to say. I know that he was on Ellen DeGeneres. Spent the whole episode on there. They were talking about beaver habitats and what we can do to make sure that these beaver habitats basically don't explode from children throwing dynamite into their habitats. Okay, it's a big problem all across America. David and Ellen they're gonna fight that. Those little kids, they're just jerks. They think it's funny, whatever, but it's not. Okay, and I'll be the first to say it, and I'll tell everybody about it, and I'll spread the word about it. We'll get those darn kids. So here comes David Still. He's coming around, putting that nail in there real good. And folks, it looks like it's time to talk about our sponsor. Here today, thankful for Vagisil. It's a great product. I use it to lube up my lawnmower every couple weeks or so. I just apply a little bit on there, and tell you what, it works like a dream. It really, really does. So Vagisil, it's coming at you. All right, so let's see how David Gesualdo's doing here. He's ready to drive another nail. Look at him. He's doing it. Yes. Great, fantastic form there. And it looks like maybe it's time for a break. It's time for a break here. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be back after these messages. Are we off the air? Mitch, look at me when I'm talking to you. Are we off the air? Okay, great. So what's the deal with the Vagisil graphic? Are we going to be able to get that off of there? What's going on there? What's happening? Mitch. Look alive, Mitch. Get that Vagisil off there. All right, looks like we are back in business with the champ, the professional Olympic land surveyor, named 4 years running, David Lucas Gesualdo, a man of many skills and traits. He climbed Niagara Falls a few years ago. That was pretty neat. He did a good job. Climbed up that Niagara Falls. A little before that, he was. What just happened? He's gone. Did anybody else just see that? He was there 1 second. Never mind. He's back, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Okay, so looks like we're gonna be driving some more concrete nails here. You know, nobody does it better than Dave, I gotta say. He's just, and you know he's nice. He's a nice guy. He would give you the shirt off his back, and you know, if you ever needed a high five, anything like that, I think Dave would be the guy to help you out. So here we are, good 8 or 10 minutes into this thing, and basically it's just it's a good beautiful day, and I'm a happy guy. I love life. I love things that are good. Okay, because really, I mean, you can't beat things that are good, you know. And a good friend of mine once said that. A good friend, his name was Earl Schlereth. And Earl Schlereth was a good man, and he liked good things. And you know, I saw Earl Schlereth just being a good man and liking good things. And, you know, I said to myself, I says, you know, good things are good, okay? And I'm just gonna leave it at that. You can take that information, you know, do what you want with it. Here's another nail going in, and he's going in. He's got it. He's got it, ladies and gentlemen. And the crowd goes wild. Real exciting day here at the 2020 National Olympics for land surveying. This is the concrete nail location contest. Dave is just he's shattering records here. He's the guy to beat. He's the guy to beat. The only person that's going to come close, I think, is going to be Rodriguez Sainz Calmacho, who's somebody to look out for, but he just doesn't have the form. He you know, he sort of walks kind of weird sometimes, which is weird, and I think that hinders his ability to really be a contender. Well, this is it, folks. This is the last nail of the competition. It's gonna be a real doozy. He's gonna have to have all his nuts in a row, so they say, all his Bibles under his belt, that sort of thing. But if he can get this nail in the ground in the correct spot in the time frame allotted to him by the time frame allotters, who know what they're doing. You know, they've dealt with time frames before. He's going for it, folks. I think. Is he putting it in? Not quite. He's getting ready. He's taking a gander, and I think he's gonna do it though, folks. This is a big deal. Big deal here today at the Land Survey Olympics 2020 here in Tawnytown, Arkansas. A day for the history books if he can get this in there. And he seems to be he's really he did it. That's it, folks. He's the winner. And he's done it, folks. He's the champion. Land Survey Olympics 2020, David Gesualdo. He will live on as a champion.
Jizbeat Productions.